Hello everyone, this is Debbie and welcome to my channel Ridiculous Goodness, and today we're doing the weekly guidance reading for November 28th through December 4th, and I'm using two card decks today. One is the Ascended Masters Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, and the other one is the Tarot Mucha by Lo Scarabeo. And as you can see, if you watch my videos, regularly, that the lighting's different. But when I was just checking to see which card would come up for, or not which card would come up. This is not necessarily the card that's going to be for this week. But I was just testing to see if the lighting was fine enough for the card, and I got the Archangel Michael You Can Do It card. It just I wasn't even trying to get a certain card. I just pulled the first card up and this one came in, so I was like, okay, I can do this. It doesn't matter if the lighting's, the way it is. It's working just fine, and you can see the cards, you can see me. That's all that matters. So anyways, I will get 3 cards from the Tarot Mucha, and before I do this, as always, I pray over the cards, and I'm just shuffling it some more, and we'll get 3 cards from here to see what we need to see for this week's message. Oops. Flying all over the place. That's okay. Just shuffle just a little bit more. Let me see, are they all up? Yep. Okay. Just making sure they're all the right side up. Okay. So we'll get 3 cards. That's funny. I thought one of them was like reverse anyways. Oh well. That's fine. So we got 3 from there and just 1 from the Ascended Masters Oracle cards. Okay, so we'll just go through the cards. One of them is the 8 of Pentacles, and then the one that's reversed is number 10, the Wheel of Fortune. So I would just say that's high importance. And the next one is the Knave of, it's the Page or the Knave of Wands. And the other one, the last one, is Positive Change, and the Ascended Master Parvati. And so now, I'll actually show you the cards right now. So the first one we're going to start with is the 8 of Pentacles. And so, as you can see, this man is working very hard here, and he has very many things they've already accomplished. And he has them hanging through the trees, and he's working on some things. It's important to know that, what you're working on may not always be, like, you might see this person here, like, they have so many accomplishments, and, they're somebody that you probably look up to. But it's also, it's one thing, you might also feel that you need to accomplish certain things that they have as well. But that's not necessarily true, because you've already accomplished a lot of things yourself, and it's one of those things where you're just not sure if what you've done is, as good as someone else's. So it's basically, you don't want to compete in a way that's, that you downgrade what you have done. You would want to say, well, okay, what I've accomplished is way more than enough, and I can accomplish more because obviously I'm still here and I can still create more. And so it's important to see, like, to appreciate other people's work, and know that they have what they, they're doing, what they need to do, or if, it doesn't matter. It just, as long as they're doing their own thing, and then you need to focus on what you need to do, and not like be like, oh, okay, I have to compare myself to this person, because they're doing what they need to do, and everyone's important. So it's important to see, you know, of yourself and not be like saying, no, of course, you know, my stuff is, you know, it's okay, but it's not the best. You know, it's basically, don't downgrade your stuff. Don't like downgrade your stuff and say, oh no, it's not as good as someone else's. Just know that what you're doing is more than enough. It's more than important. You need to keep going with it, you know, however you see fit. And, you know, you're the one that's going to know the best way to go about it. You can ask for advice, but what you feel is more important. It's like, if you get something from what they say, that's great, but, you know, it's, you know, what you feel, and you have to trust yourself and know that somehow you know what's best for you, and you'll figure out different ways, different creative ways to make, you know, the most of what you have in life. And so we go on to number 10, the Wheel of Fortune. And, you know, we have the time glass here. And, you know, you can either see this as the wheel or what would it be called? I can't think of the name right now, but you know what it is. You're probably like, oh yeah, I know what that is. And I know what it is, but I can't think of it. The windmill. There we go. Haha, I got it. It just took a little moment. Okay, so, we have, usually this, like, reminds me, you know, most Wheel of Fortune cards, like, remind me of, like, the wheel would be, like, kind of like the time, and so it's great that they have the little, time glass here, you know, the sand going down, and, you know, showing that, yes, time is going past, and, you know, certain times you'll have to have, like, you know, in your intuition working to be like, oh, okay, you know, this is, you know, going to work out in time, and, you know, you may even have a feeling like about when, you know, it's like, okay, I have to be patient and let things work out, and know that maybe right now it doesn't seem like things are going on, but, you know, as things go on, we're going to see that things will work out because I keep taking action when I need to, and that works out. And being patient, and being patient doesn't mean being lazy, but like taking action when you need to, but also seeing, yeah, there's a lot of things I want to get done, and I want them to be accomplished now, and I want them now, but I have to say, no, I need to be patient and know that it'll be even better if I give it the time that it needs. And then, like I said, you know, taking action when you need it. And so it just, that happens, you know, throughout your life. It's something that you're going to feel sometimes that things go really quickly, you know, the weeks go by so quickly, but then there's certain things that seem to go so slow, and that's just the way life is, you know. You're just gonna have to find a way to, like, make it worth your while by learning to appreciate that, because things will happen in ways that you never even imagined, because you gave it the time that it needed to, like, to become what it needed to be. So this is very important. This is something that we all need to learn even more about, you know, feeling right and being able to let things work out the way it needs to and not rushing things. So, the Page of Wands. I love, you know, most of the pages, they have such a, the stances are so, like, dynamic. And, you know, just showing you that, yeah, you can get a lot done. You have the power within you. That, you know, dynamic pose is there for a reason, because it's showing that, yes, you have what you need in order to make things happen, and you are accomplishing things, and you have the, you know, kind of the excitement of, you know, trying to make things happen. And it's, you know, there's new things that are coming into your life. So these kind of things, and you look at the card, and it's just it's giving me an example of what I've seen in this card. So it's kind of like, oh, you need to, oh, okay. It's showing me, since this wand is like going towards, well, to my right, and then when you're facing it, it's to your left, but, so to my right, it's, it's showing like, oh, okay, you need to pay attention to something besides this card, and it's a positive change card. So I think that's basically what we've been talking about in this whole reading, just positive change, and that's like the card that's, I place it at the top, so it's kind of has a big importance, and so it's basically being ready for that positive change and knowing that, it will work out as you keep going, and, and these kind of cards, they have like the volcano, and so there's like, fire and action, and sometimes it's under the surface, but right now it's showing it's coming out, but most of the time, it feels like it's so under the surface and you can't even like understand because you don't see everything. It's like happening in the background, and even, this volcano is happening in the background, and so you don't see all the details that are happening, and you don't see the positive changes all the time that is happening in your life, but it is happening, and you need to, if you don't see it yet, you need to know that it's happening in your life, and that it's not gonna, the feeling and what's going on right now, it won't last forever. I was just thinking earlier, like I was thinking about last year this time, how I was feeling, and I said, well, wow, I really have changed so much, and so positive change does happen, even if you feel like it's been like years that nothing has happened, nothing seems to have happened. It does happen, and it will happen. You just need to keep going, and I know for sure that this happens, and it's not just for one person or a few people. It's for many people. It's for everybody. Everybody has positive change happening, and things won't stay the same forever, and even when it feels like things are being the same, it's not. And you just need to keep on going and keep on, he's looking off to this side, and he's like, he has his hands up to this, like, okay, he's kind of just noticing things and, being aware of them, and having a dynamic stance means that he's taking action when he needs to, but he's also, like, paying attention to the, yes, there are things happening, and, the volcano is happening in the background. He knows somewhere inside that things are happening, and he just needs to be patient and to know that the positive changes are happening in his life. So this is a very important message for us all, because it can happen at any point in our life, and it's just important because it doesn't matter if we've all been through it. It's different for everybody. So it's just one of those things where I don't want to like downgrade it and say, oh no, everyone goes through it. But I want you to know that your experiences are important, and that, no one has a right to say, oh, well, it's not a big deal. Everyone goes through it. It's like, I don't understand everything that everyone goes through, exactly how they go through it, how it feels. But I do know that even though my experiences are different, that you will get through it, and you will find a way to make it through. And maybe, for some of you, like, you're thinking, well, you just think of different examples of how it was, or maybe you're still going through things, and I think we all are, that we're going through things that, we're not sure how things are going to happen, but it's different for everybody, and I just need to say it, I just know I need to say it this way, that, that your experiences are important, and you just need to, stick through it and know that, it will get to a point where you can actually see all the positive changes. It will happen, and, it is happening. You just need to be patient, and I know that can be really annoying to hear. It's like, just like, oh, okay, I've been patient, but I just want it now. And that's the feeling that we need to just, have and explore, and yet at the same time be like, okay, I need to find a way to use my time the best I can, and to help myself feel, you know, in a different way, like to still recognize that feeling, but to know that, you know, you can still move on and have a different feeling as well. You can have many feelings at the same time, basically. Not really move on, just like feeling the wide gamut of emotions that we have. So, my nose is itchy, so. So anyways, yes, you know, that was a very good way to put it. It's like a wide gamut of emotions that we feel, because we don't just feel one thing at the one time. It's like many things at the same time, and we try to find ways of describing it. And I know for sure in English it's not, we don't have too many words to describe emotions, so I couldn't really, you know, that's why I want to learn more languages, because, you know, learning you know, how to describe how you feel, you know, trying to describe how you feel, it can be even tough even in other languages, I'm sure. But, you know, our feelings are so complex, and that's just the thing that I want to get through. And that, once again, that, you know, things do change for the better. Okay, so thank you for, you know, watching this reading, and that, you know, I hope it helps you as always. And yeah, you know, it was just, you know, I had to figure out when was the best time to do this reading, and it just turned out like it was, you know, it gets dark early now, so, you know, I had to decide, well, do I do it tomorrow or today? And I'm glad I did today. And, you know, so thank you once again for watching this, and I will talk to you again very soon. Okay, bye.